In our daily work, we hear every day about the many different ascension symptoms that light beings experience. Being very sleepy and tired is number one on the list. We ruled out the obvious, of course. The beings experiencing this symptom and bringing it up are not staying up too many hours or even physically overexerting themselves. If you are a light worker, you know the latter to be the case. These beings get plenty of rest and live fairly normal lives, but they are in the Great Ascension queue, and so they come to us saying, "I just took in a dose of light, and after, I just collapsed and slept for hours." Or they ask us, "Why am I so darn tired? I feel like I have no energy at all." They say, "It does seem that after I sleep I feel like a brand new being, and this comes in cycles." Many want to know what is really going on. Is this tiredness and sleepiness just a normal 3D thing, or is something deeper and more profound happening here? Here are words as they flow from First Source Energy is the great Archangel Michael, and through this human vessel. Dear humanity, we come to you bringing high vibrational light information, giving special honor and focus to the great second wave of ascension whose time is at hand. As massive amounts of gamma light come into the earth and penetrate your physical bodies, you are undergoing a complete species transformation into a more advanced, more grand version of yourselves. It's important to note that the first step of the process of ascension is for the gamma source data to enter the body at the particle level, which build and instruct the cells of the human container, and as the great super races will tell you, after any light data infusion, the DNA is only activated and encoded with the new data during the delta state of consciousness. There is a reason for this. Think of the DNA upgrade as sort of etheric surgery that you are going through, and this hyperdimensional surgery is occurring in the deepest spaces of your body. So just like 3D surgery, it would be quite an extreme experience to undergo this process without being in a non-3D aware state of consciousness, where the body does not function using 3D senses, but uses multitudes of higher senses to create the magic of the gamma light integration and DNA upgrade process. All discomfort and pain are associated with the physical body, and while the soul is attached to the physical body, every night when you go to sleep, your being detaches from the physical body and attaches to the faster vibrating light body that has no mass, and can do things that are considered impossible and superhuman and defy all the laws of metaphysics. This is the 0-point state where the quantum magic of instantaneous DNA recoding takes place. This is also where stem cells can be generated out of nothing instantly, where illness and body death cease, and where the true fountain of youth exists. At what dimensional level of consciousness does all of this occur for our understanding, is one question we were asked, and here is the answer we give. DNA recoding happens beginning at the 5th level of dimensional consciousness, and to the degree of your awareness of it all is how you sustain it and make it your every now moment reality. You already exist in all dimensions, so it works a bit beforehand, and your awareness and understanding level of each dimensional state of being is how you stay there, and at the same time, move even higher. The multi-dimensional light body is the body you are in, where your DNA is fully encoded and activated, not the 3D body. The super high vibrating delta state of superconscious is a complete connection to your multi-dimensionality, and in this state of consciousness your 3D bodies are in literal hibernation mode. Advanced star beings sometimes refer to this state of being as sleep chambers or healing chambers because that is in fact what it is. Delta waves are often associated with humans being in a coma. Just for reference, delta waves are the deepest level of dreamless sleep in which your 3D bodies shut down one level before body death. It is in this state that your bodies can completely focus on healing and growing. Delta brainwaves are conducive to miracle-type healing, divine knowledge, inner being and personal growth, rebirth, trauma recovery, oneness with the universe, samadhi, and near-death experiences. Delta provides intuition, empathic attunement, and instinctual insight. Ascension is the exact experience of what is called death, but you simply do it in a state that is closest to body death called Delta superconsciousness. In simple terms, you die while you are alive and are reborn in the outcome of it all in the same way into a higher order of yourself. Think of the caterpillar into a butterfly scenario as it is a perfect example of what you are doing, great ones. Delta anesthesia, as we have coined it, is the only possible state where these Planck-level intricate DNA operations can take place for any being to be able to integrate first source data, and ascend into a higher form of sentient being. Remember, we are undergoing the first mass ascension in any universe where we are doing what is considered the impossible task of taking a body of mass up into the next faster dimension where it cannot normally exist. Some celestial beings have said to us, this is like attempting to put a square peg into a round hole, and it cannot be done on a mass planetary scale. To achieve this, the body must be tuned to a faster frequency by injections of gamma-light data so it can exist in the less dense fifth dimension, and they say, the human container is not able to withstand this kind of force. We stand back and say to these, watch and see if they cannot do it, for we know what they are truly capable of. We ask you to consider both the challenges of this great evolutionary project, but also consider how the human spirit is able to triumph. Do you truly believe that humanity in general has any hope of making such a quantum leap in evolution this fast, let alone in the next 50 or 100 years? Humans are too primitive and unconscious, many say, and we have heard some say, we do not see how these primitive people, Class 0 civilization, will ever rise above the 3D state of consciousness. We say this about it, we as the great cosmic generators, along with many masters, are upgrading both angelic beings in human bodies who forgot what happened and what they are doing, and we are also working to assist in the DNA upgrade of a small percent of humanity indigenous to Earth that are literally the fittest to have survived and evolved to this very day. These together are the great multitude we saw in the kingdom of heaven who overcame the whole world and who shined as bright as 10,000 suns. The good news is, many are already doing what has been called impossible by sheer willpower and conscious super ability, and in fact, they have already done it in the grander view. Everyone in the universe is excited to see what you will do next, so they all have a front row seat and all the focus is on you. We are just here to watch over things, to assist when you call, and to guide you gently. That's our job, and we believe in you. You know in your heart of hearts that the final outcome of all this has already been determined and the game is fixed in your favor, and what you call good wins, but it's still exciting to pretend that parts of ourselves do not know some details and are still in the dark. Light is simply information, and we are the bringers of it to humanity. Do not allow any fear to enter into all of this, because it has been going on the whole time, and it will continue until every being is fully evolved into the highest form. Now back to everyday life. Have you noticed you have been getting super tired lately, and out of nowhere and for no good reason, you get so incredibly sleepy? It's not because someone is draining off your energy, because you are past that part. You are too smart and guarded for that now. It's because the amount of gamma light that is being emitted by Gaia and the cosmos is over 150 Hz at this moment, and this is enough power to rip a quasar in half. This super elevation in all that is around you is having an incredible pull on your being. The amount of power needed to do all of this is inconceivable if you understand this at all. Imagine enough 3-foot-long uranium bombs that would cover the entire sun going off at the same moment. That's the kind of power we are speaking of that is filling the entire cosmos exponentially. It is bombarding the Earth and the sentient life here. So if the nanoparticles of all this hits the magnetic auric field of the body at 22 million miles per hour, don't you think it might knock you out for a bit? Of course. These humans' bodies are not expected to be vibrating at 150 Hz where Gaia is, because these bodies would instantly vaporize at that super high frequency. Nearly 3 billion beings on the Earth have crossed over the 5D boundary, which vibrates exactly at 21 Hz, so you are well on your way and things are speeding up exponentially. 5D beings will be able, for the first time in modern history, to experience an internal vibration and a matching external perception of 42 to 45 Hz by spring of 2016, and after this gamma light is integrated, just as we are integrating the first wave, you will no longer be a 5D being, but a 61. What took 1.5 million years in DNA evolution to jump from a double helix to 5 helix, will take a few months to go from 5D to 6D, 6 helix DNA. Anyone care to speak about what it's like to be a 6D being? What does one perceive in 6D? Food for thought early. The number one ascension symptom as of December 2015 being reported is this: I'm so tired and I'm sleepy as hell. Again, it's not because you have no energy. It's because you're getting pressurized with large doses of source gamma light data in amounts that the 3D human container is not supposed to be able to withstand, and you are getting it fast. The only thing that can really do, as the great Pleiadians say, is this: it will be so intense sometimes when the light comes in, that all you will be able to do is sleep. You are being guided, dear ones. You are being upgraded to the next highest version of yourself. Do not fear any of this, but embrace the light. It comes to make a new thing and to bring a new day for humanity. We always say, those who do not embrace the light will be engulfed by it. What should you do, or can you do here? Rest. Sleep. Take some time out. Take a break. Give yourself a break. Relax and don't forget to breathe. You have to go through this whether you want to or not. You can make it easy and surrender and open to it all, embrace it, accept it, stop fearing the change that comes, because it is only for the good of your soul, and receive what the universe is giving you. Some of the beings I know and hang with say, "Universe, hit me as hard as you can with the full light." Maybe this is pushing it a bit, but we think the universe can be trusted not to blast us into kingdom come. It gives us a little extra because we say, we are not afraid, bring it on no matter what. If we can't trust the universe God, then we all have a big problem. Believe us, you can. Do give yourself a break and rest. Sleep when you need and want to. Stop doing so much wasted energy stuff and take time for you. Put you first. Be gentle with you. Pamper and care for yourself as a loving, nourishing mother would. Start only doing what you love and what you want. This is the greatest act of self-love. No one is stopping you but you. Please sleep, little star baby. You need your beauty rest. You called on the great masters and guides and angels to come and help you, so we are all right here saying relax a bit and rest. Sleep, yes, sleep. Godspeed. Archangel Michael.